A FAM production. Furniture and Mattress. FAM.news.
This year, 2.6 million couples are getting married, and there is a huge opportunity for the mattress and furniture industry. How can you tap into the buying power of the bride? Oh, we got something special for you today. The Dos Marcos Show begins in 60 seconds.
Driven entrepreneurs, listen up. It's time to team up with Nationwide Marketing Group, North America's most successful network of independent retailers. You'll gain access to programs and services that level the playing field between you and the national chains. Industry-leading digital marketing, increased buying power, exclusive networking events, and of course, their awesome learning platform. Nationwide Marketing Group is the business partner that helps you get results and stay ahead of the competition. Take the first step today and visit nationwidegroup.org.
Do you want more sales in 3 easy clicks? Yeah, it starts right now at doorcounts.com. With a completely redesigned user interface, gathering data has never been easier. Click number 1, your salespeople connect with the customer as they walk through the door. Click 2 is the outcome. Click 3, key performance metrics. Right there on your phone from anywhere at any time. Now your salespeople can spend their time selling, and DoorCounts is going to gather the data you need to make your business better. Start right now at doorcounts.com.
Welcome to the Dos Marcos Show with Mark Kinsley and Mark Quinn, where mattress and furniture leaders gather to grow, get the inside scoop, tell stories, and take tequila shots.
Uno, dos, tequila!
The galaxy's greatest mattress podcast has liftoff in
3, 2, 1. Let's enable 7, 8.
Came across this incredible stat, and immediately the light bulb goes on over my head, and I'm thinking this is a huge opportunity for the mattress industry. People are worried about Ukraine. They're worried about entering this potential for a looming recession. Inflation is afoot, and meanwhile, people have put their weddings on pause for a couple of years. Their bank accounts are relatively full, and 2022 is going to be a huge wedding season. 2.6 million weddings will take place in the U.S. in 2022. That is a record high. And you know what happens when people get married? They typically move. When people move, they spend, I think on average, about $9,000 in furniture and mattresses. And whenever people get married, family members are looking for gifts they can give. Now, let me give you the quick numbers, Quinn. The average guest list is projected to be at 129 people. So when Maria gets married, she's going to invite, between her and her husband, Giuliano, they're going to invite 129 people. Now, here's the quick math on that. If you can get one of those guests to buy a mattress for the bride and groom, which is a great gift, and spend an average of $400, and let's say 2.5 million people get married, couples, that's $1 billion in revenue sitting there waiting for the mattress industry. Do you find this to be a big opportunity? How would you attack this?
I think it's a big opportunity. I think it's kind of like Valentine's Day, I think, inside the category. It's like Immaculate for friends, right? They needed to create a holiday for Immaculate. Remember Monica? She was like in a chef's class. And Immaculate tasted like crab, so like they created a holiday for it or something. But yeah, I think we gotta like put the thought into people's minds. I love it. In Kinsley, when you are starting out getting married, I'll tell you my story. So I'm getting married, and I don't know, I was like 30 or something like that. And Bridget was like, "Okay, great, we're like planning all this stuff, and we need a new bed." I'm like, "Why do we need a new bed?" I was with Serta at the time. I had a $3,000 mattress. I'm like, "We don't need a new bed. We're buying all this other crap." I'm like, "The last thing we need to do is buy a new bed." She goes, "You don't get it." I go, "Get what?" She goes, "That bed has history." I go, took me a minute. And so what she was saying was she wanted a virgin mattress. She wanted a fresh bed. She wanted a bed that was just for her and I. Now, I'm not like saying crazy stuff. I think there's a lot of people who have this conversation. Matter of fact, I've talked to a lot of people about it. I'm not the only one, or my wife isn't the only one who thought that way. So that's just one example, Kinsley, of like how a mattress could be a great fit for people. So it's a fresh start. It's a marital bed you share together. It's where you create memories. It's where you have great conversations and you have those intimate moments of conversation and physical, both. It's where love is a connection. And so I think you can make that a beautiful thing and talk about all of those things and how it's a great way to be joined together in life. And what better place to do that than the marital bed?
And let's brainstorm around this, because I think it's a huge opportunity if they would focus their messaging and marketing on this exact audience. And so think about this for a moment. Yeah, it's 2.5 million couples in the U.S. So does that represent a huge opportunity in your market? Well, probably so, especially if you get somebody to come in to your furniture and mattress store and buy a gift for the lucky couple. Now you have a gift that they're going to give and a potential buyer that you can turn in. For somebody who's a prospect, you can turn into a buyer, the aunt, the uncle, the parents, whoever it might be. So how can you message around this? Well, number one, at the most basic level, make sure you have a registry set up, especially if you have a furniture store, where people can come in and get all the goods they want and get registered, because that's what they do. Here's my registry. Don't give me a bunch of stuff I don't want. You could also scan the wedding announcements on Facebook and Instagram. A lot of people use the hashtag just said yes, and they put up their Instagram post. But I think people are hesitant or scared sometimes to go so surgical with their marketing messages and create a full surround sound campaign around something that might seem a little niche. But I think this cuts through the clutter, especially if you do it during the times of year when the weddings are most likely to happen. We're getting into that season. The data from Knot, K-N-O-T, like tying the knot, it's a website dedicated to wedding planning. They say that 17% of all weddings are actually going to take place in October. And for the 6th year in a row, October is the most popular month to have a wedding. So could you dial up your spend and create a campaign that was focused on October?
October, that's so, like, I would have never guessed that month. Why is that? I thought it used to be like May and June as wedding season. Why would it be October? That's the fall.
Fall's beautiful. The leaves are falling. Winter's almost here. You're trying to get settled in before the holiday season. The weather's typically really good, at least here in Northwest Arkansas. I'm very protective of October. Don't want to travel out. So why is that? I'm sure there are a bunch of different reasons. And maybe these days, I know a lot of people are looking for venues. And if they couldn't get the lead up to summer venue, in April, May, June, maybe they're opting for October because venues are available. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Let's give our dear furniture and mattress retailers an on-the-fly brainstorm about how they can message. Maybe it's a TV spot, maybe it's a radio spot, maybe it's some key messaging they could apply in social media, display ads, to help get guests to come in the store. And when I say guests, I mean guests that come into your store and people that are guests of the wedding, and position the mattress at the top of the list of what you're going to buy for these happy couples. How about this? Okay, I'm just going to throw out a scenario. You and I are brothers, okay? We're Italian, okay? We got an Italian big family, okay?
Why don't we be like Polish or Czechoslovakian? Why Italian?
Just my wife's Italian. I thought it'd be fun.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
And it's the 50th anniversary of The Godfather as well. And the movie opens with the iconic scene of a wedding. So why not be Italian? Okay.
True.
And our sister, we got to come up with an idea. So let's just go into it.
I feel that.
You like that? Okay, here we go.
I like that. Yeah.
Hey, Marco. Wait.
Hey, Jimmy, what's happening?
No, my name's Marco as well. We're brothers.
Oh. I thought we were going to be Italian. Like, wait, we can't be brothers with the same name. I guess we can. George Foreman has 6 kids named George.
Yeah, so, hey, Marco.
Okay. Hey, Marco.
Hey, Maria. Her middle name's Marco. She's getting married. You want to go halvesies with me on a present? Let's go halvesies.
Hey, let's go halvesies. A mattress, that's a big thing, though. I mean, can we afford the investment in a mattress for Maria?
I didn't know that we already landed on a gift, but a mattress sounds great. Although I don't want to think about my sister screwing, okay? I don't want to think about her screwing.
Hey! Screwing? Who said anything about screwing? I'm talking about sleep, for crying out loud. The girl's got to sleep. You know how important sleep is. Maria gets really edgy. She's not very pleasant to be around if she hasn't slept. You know her.
Marco, what happened to your accent, huh? Where did it go?
It's more Spanish and Italian, all right, Marco?
I like this idea, though. Let's give her a mattress. She spends a third of her life on it. I mean, she's going to feel great. She's going to wake up feeling great, and she can make that really delicious sauce that we like so much.
Yeah, that's right. And if she doesn't, and if this guy, Tony, that she's marrying, if he's not right, we're going to take that bed and we're going to put a dead horse's head right in that bed, right next to that guy.
Right, we're going to go to the mattresses, and he's going to be sleeping with the fishes. Okay, you got it? You got it, buddy?
That's right. So come on down to Tony's Mattress Emporium right now and get your bed for your sister Maria or whoever else needs it.
Yeah, you better come down here or else. Okay, how was that?
I think that might be an award-winning ad right there, with the exception of the really crappy Italian accent on my part.
You went Australian for a little bit. You went Spanish for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, though. See,
you got to mix it up.
This is what we're talking about, though. If you can focus something fun and cut through the clutter, there's a big opportunity in weddings. You could also go just a little more traditional and say, you've got a wedding coming up. You're looking for the perfect gift. Make sure if you're the bride and groom, a mattress is on your registry. Make sure if you're a guest that's coming to the wedding, you give them something they're going to spend a third of their life on, and it's going to make them wake up feeling great and have babies. It's going to help them have babies.
And have lots of babies. Okay, let's keep on the brainstorming mode, right? So let's talk a bit just about all the cool things that people could do to promote mattresses during the wedding season. Are you ready? So here's a thought. Why not get a connection to any of the wedding, the exhibitors, and they have all these like wedding, seminars or wedding expos essentially, and make sure you're there at the wedding expo and get connected to those live events. Have your mattresses there so that when brides are there shopping for cakes and dresses and all that stuff, you got a bed right in there that you can actually show people and get it put on the registry. Your turn.
Love that idea. Be where the people are. Can you,
there you go.
Also make sure that whenever the brides are putting together their registries on the websites, because a lot of people put up, back in the old days, they would announce their engagement on newspaper. So what are the different places where you can go and give coupons to people where they're actually announcing their wedding? Like I said, there's a hashtag for just said yes. There are Facebook posts. A lot of people are putting up their own websites. So figure out how you can tap into what local people are doing to announce their weddings and offer them a discount. Offer them a discount in relation to their registry, so you be sure and put yourself at the top of the list for whenever they are putting together, here's where to go to buy the stuff that we want. Should we do Stadium Rock to go with this?
I'm going to take you. I love that. How about this? I'm going to take you on a little bit of a right turn here. Instead of marketing to the bride and the groom, how about you market to the parents in a fun way? It'd be great social media content. Hey, parents, you need to think about who's going to give the bride and the groom the biggest gift. It's going to be mom and dad. And so what is one of the things that a lot of parents say to their newlywed daughter or son? Hey, when am I going to get the grandbabies, right? So what if you marketed to the parents of the bride and groom and saying, hey, the quicker you invest in a mattress for your son or daughter after they get married, the quicker you're going to get that grandbaby that you so want. This is a baby-making machine. You got to get it for your son right away if you want the grandkids. How about that?
I'm going to take it to the next level here. So let's market to the parents that want the grandkid. And let's say, kind of like Mattress Mac does with betting on the Astros, for example. Let's say, parents, come and buy this bed for your son and daughter-in-law. We know you want a grandbaby. If they have a grandbaby within a year, the mattress is free.
Ooh, that's so good. How about this? How about you have your own little wedding expo right in your store? You feature and you get a good collaboration with a really good cake designer. You bring them in. You have maybe a livery service. You have just 4 or 5 people that are, you're connected to. You bring them right into your store. That creates traffic into your store. The bride and the groom, they get to come in, shop for a bed, get the cake, get all the fun stuff too. And it's a little mini expo right there in your sleep department or furniture store.
You could also, during that expo, hire a photographer. Good photography and those "we just got engaged" pics are so important. So set up a controlled environment. You know, sometimes the weather might not cooperate for the outdoor photo shoot, and let them get their photographs taken for free. And anybody that comes in gets a certain coupon with a certain time frame that ties them back to the store. And of course, you can give those out to their registrants as well. Love it, man. Hey, this is, see how much mileage there is around this topic? And it's happening this year. It is happening this year. The weddings are unfolding, and there is pent up desire to get wed, make sure the nuptials are done, and maybe even have babies. Who knows?
Well, yeah, maybe even. What about a wedding, like a bed that would look like a wedding dress, right? You get Culp to design something really cool with a nice design, and it like looks like a wedding dress and the pillows and stuff, and you bring it in for maybe a 2 or 3 month period, and it's the wedding bed or something like that. I mean, you could like create a little fun product assortment out of it, and tie sheets and pillows into it to sell a bundle, right? It's the newlywed package.
Well, that's the other thing. There's an accessories piece of the puzzle here. We were talking about if you could sell a $400 average ticket to 2.5 million people, that's $1 billion in revenue that's going to be coming into the industry just through the vehicle of weddings. But that didn't get into sheets and pillows and protectors and all the stuff in the accessory space. And like we've talked about many times, the sleep sanctuary and health and wellness in the bedroom are a big deal. And if you can position yourself in that conversation and be more surgical so you can cut through the noise, I think there's a chance for you to really grab some revenue. And if nothing else, I think people are going to look at your business differently and be like, oh, wow, I haven't seen this furniture or mattress store advertising in this way. And man, it really sparks me to realize, yeah, there are weddings coming up. I just think it's a cool way to be relevant to what's happening in the world.
Dude, I love that. And so 2 things. Remind me about wedding photos if I forget, because I'm going to riff on this first one. I love it, Kinsley, for the bigger theme of it's emotional. Like weddings are a big deal. It's about love. It's about passion. It's about connection to people. It's about bringing your family together to celebrate something beautiful. It's about new beginnings. It's a party. It's a positive thing. And so the more you message around something beautiful like that, that's so powerfully influenced or inspired by emotion, like that's always a good thing because people make decisions based on emotion, not on logic. So that's the first thought. The second thought is, when you talk about wedding, how about if you had your website, like a social media play? What if you had customers in your market? I keep thinking Greg and Katie Law could pull this off perfectly. But you have a thing in your market where you have people submit photos to your Facebook page. Show me your wedding photo. Like people love that because they were usually younger and thinner, you know, when I look back at our wedding photos. So let them post their photos to your Facebook page, create some engagement, and then drive the offer and the product that could literally help their new wedded couple, start off in their lovely relationship.
And you said something about wedding photos. You said, don't let me forget.
No, that was it. I just talked about it. Like,
okay.
People could share their wedding photos on a Facebook page.
You were riffing on that, and then I was like, is there more to that? But I love these ideas. Hey, go on fam.news or go on our social. Like we're big on LinkedIn, so follow the fam on LinkedIn and tell us your ideas. What can you do in relation to wedding season and in terms of driving traffic into your store and making yourself relevant to that conversation? Because here's the headline once again. This will be the year with the most weddings since 1984. And when people get married, they typically move and they want to situate a new home, and there are people looking to give them gifts. So find ways to be relevant to that conversation, and I think it's a winning proposition. Quinn, you are a winning proposition, just in general.
Stop. You're a winning proposition too. I have a thought. Let's eat what we cook. What do you think? So on our Facebook or LinkedIn page, I think we give a little bit of a summary of what we're talking about here. And I think we ask our audience to post their wedding photo. I would love to see your wedding photo. Whoever you are listening to this, go to our LinkedIn site and let's ask people for their wedding photo, because I think it would be really fun to see people as they got married years and years ago.
Love that idea. Can't wait to see you and Bridget. Tara and I will post ours in the comment thread associated with this post. In the meantime, be sure you are following us on LinkedIn because lots of action happening there. Everything from full episodes to lots of hot takes and just information. It's a great way to get the news that's happening on fam.news. If you haven't subscribed to Ray Alagrese's newsletter, make sure and do so. All you have to be is signed up for our newsletter. Ray is covering all things furniture, and he's bringing the heat. We appreciate you. Subscribe, leave us a comment, leave us a review. And in between now and then, hey, go crash some weddings.
You could bounce on it. Yeah, bounce with it, bounce with it. Bounce with it, bounce with it. All right. What is a hybrid? It's like peanut butter jelly, peanut butter chocolate. Hybrid so tight, there's no way that you could topple it. Hybrid on my wrist, that's a calculator watch. We add ourselves together and we take it up a notch.
Got the airflow, yo, keep you cool as it get. Visco foam alone to make you drip sweat. Get a hybrid mattress, yes, you'll get better rest. Cool and comfortable, hybrid like a sweater vest.
You know the game, we're ahead of the sun. Cause the two of us together are way better than one. Cause I'm cool as ice
and I'm hot like a heater.
Bounce by the ounce, now we got it by the liter.
Well, you take a spring and you wrap it up right. You can sleep so smooth or bounce all night. Put two together, get a whole lot more. Get the feel of the comfort core.
You can bounce on it.
Lay back, you don't have to practice. It's the best thing to happen to your mattress. Get together to do it like I did. Everybody get hybrid.
If you want somebody to get in your vicinity, you probably want to feel a little bit of a hybridity. Foam alone, out of 5, maybe 1 star. Springs and foam, we're taking care of that lumbar. Mad back support, the best way to shack up or just get rest that won't mess your back up.
Like a hot chick mixed with a particle physicist or a mullet. Party in the back of the business. Best of both worlds like Mars and Venus.
The ultimate hybrid.
Nothing short of genius.
Keeping it loose while keeping it tight. We can make you sleep or play all night. Put two together, get a whole lot more. Get the feel of a comfort core.
You can bounce on it.
No stopping when the beat gets played back. Springs keep it popping, foam keeps it laid back. Party over here, get invited. Everybody get hybrid.
Listen, doesn't matter if your kitchen is charming when your bedroom's the most important part of the apartment. What kind of bed do you keep back there? Does your girl wanna chill on a beanbag chair? Hell no!
You need springs and foam, cause if that bowling ball don't bounce, you'll be sleeping alone.
And if the bed don't react, then you can't get low. We got that type of bounce that won't spill your Merlot.
So stick with us and you'll get rewarded.
Cause I'm so gentle
and I'm so supportive.
Hybrid is where the magic is.
And we just killed a song about mattresses.